I'm at the Kingstown Harbor here on the island of St. Vincent. We're going to go with Fantasy Tours today on their super fast catamaran boat. We're going to take a tour of the Grenadine Islands. We're going to stop at Tobago Keys, and our final destination will be Palm Island.
These islands have enchanted sailors for thousands of years, and with one look, you can see why. They say this just might be the greatest island hopping route the world has to offer. The beauty here is absolutely dreamlike. The Grenadines were once the realm of some real hardcore pirates. Now it's just a movie backdrop for Hollywood pirates, Caribbean style. I highly recommend an excursion on a catamaran. It really cuts into the waves and makes for an enjoying glide through the sea. I don't get seasick, but for those that do, this is your boat. This vessel, operated by Fantasy Tours, has tons of room and a very friendly crew to serve us. Oh, and if you're so inclined, the boat has a bar. I recommend the rum punch. The waters here seem to be part of an ever-changing kaleidoscope of blues, greens, and seemingly limitless shades of aquamarine. I brought my camera, but after taking a few shots and looking at them after, I didn't know why. The lens just wasn't catching how beautiful things were when looking at them through my eye. And if the water wasn't enough, the islands just seem to gloat their beauty as they pillar out from the ocean. Looking out, it's just dawning on me, there's not one, or two, or even 10 of these little islands. Oh no, there's 32. 32! It could take you weeks to discover them all, let alone spend quality time on them. If there's one thing I'm gonna do differently after this trip, it's play the lottery. This is the stuff dreams are made of. Or better yet, lottery commercials. But really, you don't have to win a lottery to visit here. I guarantee you, it doesn't cost that much more to come here than most other destinations. It's just that little extra 20 or 30 minutes in a plane that discourages people from coming. But really, that's likely a good thing, since it conspires to keep St. Vincent a best-kept secret. To give you an idea, we're going to visit 4 islands today, but that's a really speedy tour. And as you'll see, you could spend an entire day on just one island. But if you're into doing it the fast way, or just want to scout out which island will suit you best, survey tours are available. This is the closest I've ever been to the equator. I don't usually get a sunburn, but wow! I'm noticing how much more intense the sun seems to be. If you're not one to already religiously put on sunscreen, this trip will change your mind. We're getting close to our first stop, the Tobago Keys. Now, if an island isn't big enough to earn the distinction of being called an island, they end up calling it a key. You could say it gets Plutoed. And just to clear up any confusion, the Tobago Keys have nothing to do with Trinidad and Tobago. The Tobago Keys are a group of 5 keys. Now you're probably going to recognize one of them, but more on that later. The islands are uninhabited and were purchased by St. Vincent and the Grenadines over the last couple decades. They used to be privately owned, but are now considered a collective called the Tobago Keys Marine Park, which is owned by the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We slowed down to pick up some more passengers and saw some local fishermen. If you like fresh seafood, you are in for a treat.